Hi guys, just a quick update because I've got a couple of things that I want to say. First of all, this weekend on Saturday I'm going to something called Joy Place, which is like an indoor amusement park, like Sega themed sort of. I've never even heard of it before, but a friend of mine uh, talked to me. She was like, "Oh, there's this thing called this and it's that," and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." And she goes, "Do you want to go?" And I said, "Yes." So basically, I'm going to that this weekend, which will be cool. Other than that, I'm studying like absolutely fucking crazy. So I thought for this video, I'd just talk shortly about like things you really have to realize if you're gonna go to Japan as a student. I don't know about anything else, like if you come here in any other way, but yeah, I think first and foremost you have to realize that you're gonna be studying all the time. Like I'm not saying you won't have time for other things because you will, but yeah, you're gonna be studying pretty much all the freaking time. Um, and I think a common misconception is because we only have school from 1:30 until 5 p.m. every single day, people go, oh well, then you must have tons of free time. But the thing is, we have kanji tests like every 2-3 days, sort of. Like we had one Monday, we have one tomorrow, and I think we have one on Monday again, maybe Friday. I'm not entirely sure. No, it must be Monday. Yeah. So we have like a bunch of kanji tests, and then we also get homework pretty much every single day. Sometimes quick homework. Sometimes several teachers will give us longer pieces of homework, and you'll basically be sitting like from 6 p.m. until midnight to try and finish everything while cramming in some kanjis and some other things. So yeah, that's quite a bit of homework, and you have to work really, really hard. And they push you to talk in class, so you can't just sit around and be like, "Oh, I'll get this later," because they'll push you to talk. They'll go, "Okay, it's your turn to talk now," and they'll point at you and be like, "So say this." Um, a lot of people in my class unfortunately don't really get how much you kind of have to study. Like we've been going at it now for over a month, and some people still don't know hiragana and katakana, which is absolutely, I can't even, it's baffling. Like it really makes me just go, what? With hiragana and katakana, we had orientation on the 4th of October, and that was a Friday, and on the following Monday classes started, and on the Friday every single teacher said you have to know hiragana katakana on Monday. You have to know it. You can buy this textbook and study from it, and then you can just sit at home and cram. You have to know it on Monday, period. So that's what I did. I bought a little textbook. I got it somewhere, I don't know exactly, but a little workbook with hiragana katakana. Did the whole book, practiced like crazy, used flashcards like and an app on my phone, and just went nuts basically. And that's what you had to do. Like I'm not saying I knew them fluently on Monday, but I knew them well enough to follow along with what was going on. We're over a month in, and some people still don't know it. Like a couple of days ago, actually early last week, we started doing dictation tests, which basically is the teacher says a word and then we have to write it. Anything from like kuruma, which is car, and then you write that in hiragana, or she'll go saka, which is soccer, and then you have to write that in katakana. So things like that. And then sometimes, like today, we had a bit more complicated things. I actually have a couple of them. I'll read you a couple of words just to give you like the gist of what's going on. I have this amazing folder at a 100 yen shop, because we get papers every single day, paper homework, and then we do dictation, and I like to keep my old ones because I like to see how I did. Yes, this one was mine today. Rullvarnen. I did quite right. I passed it, but it wasn't as good as it should have been. Like jitensha, which is bike. And then we had, let's see, kuruma no sashi. Kuruma no sashi. And then ran. What does that even say? I can't read my own handwriting. No, I have no idea what that says. I can read my run to time. Run to timer. And then like lunchtime. Ire erebeta, as in elevator. And then we got one that was Furan Suriori. So, you know, a little bit of these, kind of some simple, some difficult, and whatever. So basically, we started doing those early last week. A bunch of people in class. You know, there's one thing, like, I had a couple of mistakes because I wrote, say, she instead of chi. You know, it's like, okay, I messed up. Or I forget. Well, my problem is with katakana is I forget that you have to do like a line, like a dash, I guess you would call it, sort of a longer dash, because the word is long, like saka. You've got a dash there, and kohi. You've got a dash there because it's kohi, not kohi. So I make mistakes like that. So obviously I'm not perfect, but then like some people just, you know, they wrote say ta when they meant to write ke. Or things like that, like they were just completely wrong, like the completely wrong katakana. Not even like, oh, this might sound right, but just the completely wrong thing. So you couldn't even read out what they were saying. So basically, the teachers went, okay, this isn't good. From 5 o'clock to 5:30, you guys have to stay and practice hiragana and katakana. Period. Like you have to do it. You have to learn. Get the workbook now. Do this. Study every single day. And most of them, you know, obviously that was like a wake-up call for a lot of them, and they went, okay, so we have to do these things, cool. But then some of them were like, you know, I'll get around to it. And it's just, I don't understand the concept of it. Like now we'll sit in class. First of all, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect, because I'm not. I'm not even that great. You know, it's like I'm managing, but I'm trying at least. But then, you know, you get sometimes like, you have to say a sentence, say like, I can't even remember a sentence. It was just horrible because I should be able to say a sentence, but you know, something, like a full sentence. I basically like we learn things like, oh, I'm eating rice with chopsticks, things like that. Say the teacher says, okay, say this sentence, and then every single person just says the same sentence. So you know, say 8 people already said it, and then it comes to 9th person, and they just have to repeat it again. They've heard it a bunch of times. Everyone's been saying it. And then they go, watashi to hashika tamemasu. And it's just like, how can you not understand? Like, she just said it a bunch of times. And that goes on a lot. And it's just like, we're basically behind. Like, they gave us a schedule. And now, today, we asked about the schedule. Because you were like, me and my friend, because we're like, this doesn't seem like it's right anymore. She goes, yeah, we're way behind. Because some people don't get hiragana katakana, so we're way, way, way behind. The only things that are still like on the set dates are the kanji tests. Like everything else has just been moved ahead. We're supposed to be on chapter like 13 or 14 now, and we just managed to get to chapter 11 in the book. So basically, I think that's something you just need to realize when you come here. First of all, I'm not perfect at all, but I'm not saying I'm doing great. I'm probably messing up a lot, and maybe I won't even pass the test that we got in December that decides whether or not you can move to level 2. So, you know, I'm not going to pretend that I know everything, what all that stuff. But I think the difference between me and some people in my class is the fact that at least I realize that I do have to study. I realize that it is high-paced, and I realize that you can't just... You know, you can't just be like you were maybe if you went to university back in school where you got an essay, like a 5-page essay that's due on a Friday. You can't just sit all Thursday night and expect, you know, and just word bomb it and then hand it in on Friday and pass it. Like, you can't do that here. You have to actually study every single day, and you have to make an effort, like, every single day. And a lot of people don't seem to get that. So it's, I think that's super important that anyone who might be considering going as a student to Japan to learn Japanese, just, yeah, you kind of just have to realize that you have to study a lot and you have to make an effort. You have to take it seriously, I think, most importantly. Like, just take it seriously and do your best. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna... Maybe I will fail, you know. Maybe they will tell me you have to repeat the first level. And if that happens, then that happens. But I think... at least I've tried, you know, I made an effort and I tried really hard, and okay, I didn't reach the goal, but that's just life. I'll do the level 1 again and I'll ace it next time, you know, but it's just, it's kind of scary, I think, genuinely, when some people just don't even seem to be making an effort, and I'm thinking, okay, that just doesn't make sense, does it? But we'll see what happens, you know. If I get held back, I'll do level 1 again, and I'll work on it, and I'll figure it out. If I pass, then, you know, obviously, woo! But yeah, I just think that's super important to know. If you are considering coming to Japan as a student, just some schools are, you know, faster paced, and then some are like more mellow. But at the end of the day, you still have to be prepared to study a lot and to make an effort and really try and just cram everything into your head. And yeah, some people will fail, some will pass, and that's fine. You know, it's just life. It doesn't mean you suck or whatever. But I think it's just disrespectful not taking it seriously. You know, and not just disrespectful to like the rest of the class and the teacher, when, you know, we can't progress as we should, or when the teachers just say the same thing like a million times and nobody gets it. Like that is that's difficult, and it is disrespectful to all of us. But then I think it's just disrespectful to yourself, because basically, I mean, seriously, I'm paying 700,000 yen a year for my school. You know, that's a lot of freaking money, and I'm borrowing that. You know, like 90% of it is something that I'm, you know, students' loans. I have to pay them back. It's just disrespectful to yourself, because you have to pay them back. You know, it's just make an effort, try your best, do whatever you can, work hard as fuck. Like, you can have fun on the weekends. And I still go shopping, I still go out, I still go out drinking and having fun with my friends, exploring and whatever. So it's not like I spend every single day with my nose in a book. I don't. But yeah, just make an effort, try harder, go for it. And having said that, I actually have a kanji test tomorrow. I forgot to write down the name for the first few kanjis. Jesus, so sick yesterday. I had a migraine. Damn it. Sorry, I have to contact my friend on Facebook and be like, hi, what are they called? But basically, this is the page I've got a test on. So it's all kanjis. I'm hoping I'll pass. I've never failed a kanji test so far. We've had like 6 or 7 of them, but you know, you never know. And if I fail, to me, if I fail, I'll know that I made an effort, and this time it didn't go all the way, and I'll just try harder next time. It's not, I'm not going to sit home and cry about it, because I know that I'm working hard and I'm trying hard. Sometimes it doesn't get you all the way, and that's fine. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. And also, like, the thing about Joy Place. I do have something else I want to talk about, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do this in this video or not. You know, actually, I'll just make a quick note of it. Like, something that baffles me is when someone wants your help, is the way they go about it. If someone wants my help, I am very, very happy to help. Like, if one of you guys, if anyone's even watching these videos, if anyone's watching this and you think, actually, I want her help with finding out how to apply to Gogo Nihon, or how to do this, or whatever, then that's great, I want to help you. But it's just when people are rude about it, and when they're mean, and then they accuse you of a bunch of weird things that you've never done or never said, and you just go, why am I going to help you exactly? Like, you just called me a bunch of lies. Like, I'm none of these things that you just described me as. And everything is just made up from somewhere. I don't even know what's going on right now. And you want my help? Like, I'm sorry, but you know, if I walked up to the teacher and said, hey, you bitch, how about you fucking help me? She's not gonna help me. She's gonna be like, take your books and get out of my classroom. You know, if I say to my classmate, now I have to ask for help, because I didn't write down the first 4 kanjis, what they're called. Like, if I went to her now and I said, you know, I fucking hate you, you're a mean person, you are disgusting, and you should die. How about you give me these kanji names? Why would you help me? She's gonna go, how about fuck you? So it baffles me. It's one of those things, I just don't understand it. I'm so happy to help anyone who wants my help. But when someone is rude and just lies about me and goes saying things like, I know what kind of person you are, and it's like, no, you really don't. You've never met me. You have no idea what kind of person I am. This is crazy. then no, I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna answer your questions. I'm not gonna feel guilty about not answering your questions when you've just spent ages insulting me and making up lies about me. I'm just like, okay. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's just like a helpful tip for anyone who might be asking for my help, because like a bunch of people have actually asked me about like Google Nihons and like how you apply and what you should do and shouldn't do and whatever. And that's great. I love helping you guys, but it's just like a helpful tip. If you want my help, I'm happy to help you, but just, you know, think about how you do it. Like, if you ask my help rudely, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm not really going to help you, then just go away, sort of. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that, because it's awkward. I think I have a little bit of a stalker. They won't leave me alone. I've tried. I've been like, leave me alone, and they won't do it. And it's so awkward. And I told my friend about it today, and we were like, that is the most awkward thing ever. What is wrong with some people? What's wrong with the world? But you know, I have a bit of a stalker, and that's creepy, and not in any way, shape or form flattering, just weird. But whatever, I don't really care. People on the internet are just weird, and you know, haters gonna hate, and you know, helicopters gonna rotate. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna go study Kanye because I have to, because I've got a test tomorrow and I've got a cram. And that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. I hope this video didn't suck too much. I hope some things that I said were helpful. If you want help with anything else, let me know. And also, I'm gonna try and make some videos when I go to Joke Place, because I'm pretty sure it will be a cool place. I'm not sure what the rules are on videoing and photos and whatever, but if it's cool to just make videos there, I'm gonna film some stuff for you and then make a compilation of everything that I filmed. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Ah, wait, I can't find the button.